You've watched your child go from 0 to meltdown in 10 seconds flat. You've tried the deep breaths, the calm down corner, the sticker charts, the therapy wait list, and probably 3 different parenting books along the way, and none of it holds for long. Here's a question I want you to actually sit with. What if your child is mirroring your nervous system? Not the big meltdowns, not the tantrums. I'm talking about something that's quieter than that. You could be functioning in a dysregulated state and never really clock it because it doesn't look like meltdowns when it's you. It looks like caffeine, broken sleep, and 3 years of survival mode. And that may be a really light number there as a dad of 4 going on 5. Like, I live this too. And your kid feels that before you've said even a single word. Their heart rate, their breath rate, their stress hormones, they calibrate to yours in real time. But this isn't about blame, it's biology, the kind nobody warned you about in any parenting book. And once you understand what's actually happening between your nervous system and your child's, everything starts to shift, not just for them, for the whole family. Because the real fix for your child's regulation isn't another therapy, another evaluation, or another medication. It's already sitting in the room with them. If you've done all the right things in all the right order, and you're still white knuckling it through dinner and drop off and bedtime, stay with me. This is the piece nobody puts on the table yet. Nearly 1 in 5 children today has a diagnosed mental, emotional, or behavioral condition. That number alone should stop us. But here's what most clinical conversations miss entirely: research on co regulation shows kids use their parents' nervous system as a template. They sync to us through breath rate, muscle tension, even heart rate variability. We saw this play out with a mom, I'll call Sarah, and her 6-year-old son. After 12 weeks of care, his daily meltdowns dropped to weekly, real progress, but not the full breakthrough she was looking for. That came when, that came when we suggested scanning mom too. Her scan, it looked almost identical to his. Once Sarah started her own care, her regulation, it steadied, and his remaining meltdowns went from, 2-hour battles down to 20 minutes. His teacher told her he seemed like a different kid. Your child's brain is wired to mirror yours. That's not a parenting theory. It's mirroring neurons doing their job. Their breathing, heart rate, and stress response sync to yours in real time. When you're regulated, their body learns the pathway back to calm. When you're stuck in fight or flight, their nervous system locks into that same state. This isn't optional, it's how human brains are built to connect. The same perfect storm that shaped your child's nervous system shaped yours. Prenatal stress, birth trauma, surgeries, years of go, go, go mode just to keep the household running. All of it leaves a neurological footprint, and not just in your kids. Chronic sympathetic dominance, that fight or flight state, it quietly becomes your baseline. You stop noticing it because it's just how Tuesday feels now. It's my quote unquote new normal. But a nervous system stuck in overdrive, it cannot model calm, no matter how hard you try. Your unprocessed stress gets downloaded into your child's system every single day, whether either of you means for it to happen. Here's the part that actually matters. This isn't something you have to guess about or white knuckle your way through. We can measure exactly where your nervous system is stuck, the same way we measure your child's. More on that in a minute. But heart rate variability between a regulated parent and their child that actually synchronizes. Your steady breath becomes a template their brainstem can copy. A hand on the shoulder, a slow exhale, a soft tone, these speak louder than any script or strategy. During a meltdown, your child's Language brain, it goes offline. That's not defiance, that's physiology. So less talking, more presence. Your regulation is quite literally their roadmap home to calm. This is how we encourage and why we encourage full families to come in together, not just the child who's struggling. Our insight scans, they measure exactly how each nervous system is functioning or connecting between the two. Heart rate variability, that neurospinal tension, inflammatory patterns for everyone in the house, not just the 6-year old. Then we adjust gentle, neurologically focused care that restores vagal tone and it releases that stored physical tension for the whole family, not just one member of it. It usually starts small. Siblings stop triggering each other quite as fast. Bedtime, it softens instead of turning into a nightly negotiation. The mornings stop feeling like a battle zone before anyone's even had breakfast. And over time, what you get is what Sarah got. Not a perfect household, but a family where everyone's nervous system has more room to come back down and staying stuck at the top, just redlined in that angst state. You cannot pour calm from an empty cup. Your child doesn't need another strategy. They need a regulated nervous system in the room with them. And that starts with you. So here's the choice in front of you. You can keep working on your child's regulation in isolation and wonder why progress stalls. Or you can find out this week whether your own nervous system and your whole family's is part of the pattern that's keeping everyone stuck. At Rising Health and Farragut, our team scans the whole family because co regulation is biology, not behavior. We're not replacing the work you're already doing, we're giving it a foundation to actually work. Book a whole family scan at risinghealth.com. The link is right there. Your family deserves more than white knuckling through another bedtime. You deserve to heal and heal this together. God bless.